Stanza 1. The poet says that once there was a little girl named Belinda. She lived in a little white house. She lived with some creatures who were her pets. They were a black kitten, a grey mouse, a yellow dog, a little red wagon, and a creature that the poet says was really and truly a dragon. Stanza 2. The poet explains the name of all the animals that are tamed by Belinda. He says that the name of black kitten is Ink. The name of grey mouse is Blink. The little yellow dog had yellow color, and so she calls him Mustard, and the dragon that was a coward means was a weakling was called Custard. Stanza 3. The poet describes the dragon that it had big sharp teeth and spikes on top. This means that its skin was pointed on the top. On the lower part it had scales which were bony plates to protect the skin. His mouth has been compared to a fireplace, because it is assumed that dragons can release fire from the mouth. Even his nose is compared to a chimney, which is used to pass out smoke. His feet are like a sharp knife, i.e. a dagger. Stanza 4. So, now the poet explains the inner strength or the bravery of various characters of the poem. He says that Belinda was as brave as a group of bears, and Ink and Blink were so brave that they could hunt lions. So here he has shown the bravery of the kitten, and the little mouse that could hunt even a lion. The dog was very brave, just like an angry tiger. But to contrast of all of them was Custard. Custard, the dragon, was not brave. He was so afraid of everything that he always demanded a safe cage. Stanza 5. Belinda used to stroke the dragon in a very cruel way. Ink, Blink and Mustard made fun of him by comparing him to a knight named Percival, who was thought to be brave, but ran away due to lack of courage. They used to tease the dragon while sitting in their little red wagon. Dragon. Stanza 6. Belinda laughed so loudly that her laughter echoed through the whole house. The little mouse Blink also laughed in his own way by squeaking, "Weak." Ink the kitten and Mustard the dog teased Custard by asking his age whenever he said he wanted a safe cage. They were all making fun of Custard for being cowardly. Stanza 7. While everyone was teasing Custard, suddenly they heard a strange and unpleasant noise. Mustard growled, and everyone turned to see what was happening. Ink meowed loudly, and Belinda cried out in fear. To their surprise and horror, they saw a pirate climbing into the house through the window. Stanza 8. The poet describes the pirate. He had pistols in both hands and a sharp sword, cutlass, in his mouth. His beard was black and one of his legs was wooden. He looked dangerous, and it was clear that he had come to do something bad. Stanza 9. When everyone saw the pirate, they were terrified. Belinda turned pale with fear and shouted for help. Mustard the dog ran away yelping. Ink the kitten ran down to the bottom of the house, and Blink the mouse quickly hid inside his little hole. All of them tried to save themselves. Stanza 10. At this moment, Custard the dragon did something unexpected. Instead of running away, he jumped up bravely. He made a loud snorting sound like an engine and struck his tail on the floor, making loud clanging noises like metal in a prison. He charged at the pirate fiercely, like a robin bird attacking a worm. Stanza 11. The pirate was shocked to see such a fierce dragon. He opened his mouth in surprise and drank some alcohol, grog, from his container to get courage. Then he fired 2 bullets at Custard, but they missed. Custard quickly attacked and swallowed the pirate completely. Stanza 12. After the pirate was gone, Belinda hugged Custard lovingly, and Mustard licked him. No one felt sorry for the pirate's death. Ink and Blink danced happily around Custard. Everyone was thankful to him for saving their lives. Stanza 13. After celebrating, the others started making excuses. Mustard said he would have been braver if he hadn't been confused. Ink and Blink also said they would have been 3 times braver. Custard humbly agreed with them and said everyone was indeed braver than him. Stanza 14. Everything went back to normal again. Belinda continued to live in her little white house with her black kitten, grey mouse, yellow dog, red wagon, and her dear little dragon. Everyone acted brave again, Belinda as brave as many bears, Ink and Blink chasing lions, Mustard like an angry tiger, but Custard, as always, still asked for his safe cage. Stanza 15. A moral summary. The poet ends humorously showing that although Custard proved to be the real hero when danger came, everyone still made fun of him later. The poem teaches that true bravery is shown through actions, not words, and even those who seem timid may turn out to be the bravest when it truly matters.
कस्टर्ड ड्रैगन की कहानी एक गाथा गीत है। यह कस्टर्ड नाम के कायर ड्रैगन के बारे में एक हास्य कविता है। कस्टर्ड बेलिंडा का एक पालतू जानवर है, एक छोटी लड़की जो अपने पालतू जानवरों के साथ एक छोटे से सफेद घर में रहती है। उसके पास स्याही नाम का एक काला बिल्ली का बच्चा, ब्लिंक नाम का एक ग्रे चूहा, एक पीला कुत्ता मस्टर्ड और एक कायर ड्रैगन कस्टर्ड था। कवि कहता है कि ड्रैगन को छोड़कर वे सभी बहुत बहादुर हैं। दूसरों को बहादुर के रूप में वर्णित किया गया था और उनकी तुलना भालू, बाघ या शेर जैसे जानवरों से की जाती है, लेकिन ड्रैगन बहुत डरपोक है। वह हमेशा अपने लिए एक सुरक्षित जगह की मांग करता है। बाकी सभी किरदार उसका मजाक उड़ाते हैं, लेकिन एक रात घर में एक समुद्री डाकू के प्रवेश से वे हैरान रह जाते हैं। वे सभी भयभीत हो जाते हैं और इधर-उधर छिपने लगते हैं, लेकिन सभी को आश्चर्य होता है कि ड्रैगन न केवल उससे निपटता है बल्कि उसे खा भी लेता है। कस्टर्ड द्वारा उन सभी को बचाए जाने के कारण वे उसका धन्यवाद करते हैं, लेकिन अंत में उन्हें एहसास होता है कि वे ड्रैगन के डरपोक होने के कारण उसका मजाक उड़ाते थे। इसलिए वे सभी अचानक कहने लगते हैं कि वे अधिक बहादुर हैं और स्थिति को और बेहतर तरीके से संभाल सकते थे। यहाँ कवि ने यह कहने की कोशिश की है कि कभी-कभी जीवन की सबसे कठिन परिस्थितियों में एक डरपोक व्यक्ति ही वास्तविक नायक होता है।
The Tale of Custard the Dragon Summary. The Tale of Custard the Dragon is a ballad. It is a humorous poem about a cowardly dragon named Custard. Custard is a pet of Belinda, a little girl who lives in a little white house with her pets. She had a black kitten named Ink, a grey mouse named Blink, a yellow dog Mustard and a cowardly dragon Custard. The poet says that all of them are very brave except the dragon. Others were described as brave and are compared with animals like bear, tiger or lion, but the dragon is very timid. He always demands a safe place for himself. All the other characters make fun of him. But one night they are surprised by the entry of a pirate in the house. All of them get frightened and start hiding here and there. But to everyone's surprise, the dragon not only tackles him but also eats him up. As all of them are saved by Custard, they thank him. But at the end, they realize that they used to make fun of the dragon because of his being timid. So, all of them suddenly start saying that they are more brave and could have handled the situation in a much better way. Here the poet has tried to say that sometimes a timid person is the actual hero in the toughest situations of life.